Hello, my friends. Welcome. Chef Ronell here. Grandma Ruby's is with you today. And this video is specifically for you. We are focusing today on healthy cooking. Some of our favorite dishes made healthy, all right? So we're not gonna do a lot of talking. We're gonna get right to it. The video is gonna be in probably 3 segments. We've got our mashed potatoes. We've got our cauliflower, all right, and then we're going to have a sauce that we're making. Okay, so the dish for today is cauliflower steak and mashed potatoes. Now I'm leaving the mashed potatoes the style you want to make them up to you, totally your choice. You can make them creamy or you can make them rustic. I think tonight we're going to focus on just regular rustic mashed potatoes, but I'll kind of fill you in on how to make them creamy. Okay, so we're going to stand by. Right now, I'm going to have you watch me do the potatoes, and then we'll get right into it, okay? Hang in there. This is going to be fun. So, my friends, first thing is first. We're going to cut these mashed potatoes into segments so we can boil them quickly. Now, here's how I do it. Right? Like that. You want these to cook as fast as possible. So I make them into a small dice, just like that. Right? Take any bad parts off. Okay. Just want to make these mashed potatoes, right? Now, where are they going? We'll show you that later. Just cut it into halves. Take one of the halves. Put your hand over it like so. Knife goes inside like that. Another half. Boom, 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 and boom. Okay. We are making mashed potatoes. Yes, sir. Right? I was going to just show you guys the final product, but it's also good to have good knife skills and to learn that too. Having good knife skills will allow you to cook faster, right? Make your kind of a claw there. You want your knife to be on your knuckle, and just do that. Come back. Allows you to cook fast. Allows you to cut faster. All right, this is the last one. So we did 3 potatoes, okay? That's it. That part's done. Stand by. Now, my friends, we have some boiling water here. Look at that. Our potatoes are going to go in there. Now, I usually burn myself doing this kind of thing, but you don't have to do that. But this is how I'm putting the potatoes into the boiling water. Just like that. Drop and run, okay? Drop and run, look at that. Perfect. We're going to wait for these to boil. Get soft. Put the lid back on. Keep the heat going. And we'll wait it out. Now this part right here is going to take you about probably a good 15 minutes, okay? So stand by. We'll be right back. Now my friends, this is a good time to show you how to prepare and prep your cauliflower, all right? First things first, we want to take all this stuff off. All that can go. All this is nastiness, okay? Take that off. You don't need any of that. That's the stem. Throw everything away. Okay? Now we want to cut all of this right here out of the cauliflower. So this has got to go, and all this dark stuff. Gotta go. That's nastiness. Cut that out, like so. See that? Get rid of that. Okay? Get rid of all that. Alright. You don't want to take the middle out because you want the cauliflower to hold together. We're making cauliflower steaks, right? So let me show you how that looks. This section right here, my friends, we're gonna cut that out. Just right here, just right. Cut that part out. You see what I'm doing here? Get rid of that. Don't need it. Save that for something else later, okay? Nice and flat. Then you're gonna go ahead and make your steak. So you can cut it about 1 inch wide steak or thinner, but you want a good sized steak. So just cut it, you know, just like that, right down the middle. That, get a good width to it, and that's what you want. All that right there keeps the steak together. It might be a little soft on some ends, but you want to keep that together. See? Just like that. Okay? We'll put that over here. And we're going to cut another one just in case. All right? We're going to do one more. Follow my example here. Nice size steak, about 1 inch wide or so. All the way down. And there you have, oh, that's a good one. Look at that. Ooh, that's a good looking steak right there. That's the one we're gonna cook, okay? Now all this excess cauliflower stuff, just save it. You can use it for something else. And here's what I would do. I would put it in a bowl. Just happen to have one right here. One of my favorite wooden bowls, right? Just put all that extra stuff right in here. Use it for another time. Use it the same day. It's up to you. Make 2 steaks if you want. Here's a smaller one. Okay? We're doing this while our potatoes are cooking. Because remember, we are making cauliflower steaks and creamy mashed potatoes. Yes, sir. Stand by, y'all. All right, let's prep our cauliflower steak. Our ingredients for the cauliflower: olive oil. Probably backwards where you are, but that's olive oil. We're going to put some Himalayan pink salt on there too, okay? Himalayan salt, pink salt. Red pepper flakes, yes, yes. Probably a few chives. Chives for the mashed potatoes, okay? For our sauce ingredients, we're going to use, do you have any Grey Poupon? Dijon mustard, yep. Horseradish. A sauce pot, yes, or a bowl, up to you. I use sauce pots because that's just me, right? That's just me. And then with the sauce, pure maple syrup. No high fructose. Don't use anything with high fructose, okay? Corn syrup, it's not good for you. All right, we're going to get out our olive oil here and open it. Didn't want to open. All right, we open our olive oil. All right, throw away any garbage first. Throw away any garbage first. We're going to pour some of this olive oil on this cauliflower, and then we're going to just kind of brush it. Okay, just brush that olive oil. What does this do, you ask? This is going to make this cauliflower steak crusted, just like a regular steak would. Where you pan-sear it first, right? Pour that on this, spread it around, flip it over, and do the same thing on the other side. Don't worry if your cauliflower is unevenly cut, it's okay. Good thing about this vegetarian stuff is that it cooks pretty quick. All right, we're going to put all that on there. Remember, our potatoes are cooking behind us, so we're getting a lot done at one time. Okay, after you get this on here, you're going to put your Himalayan pink salt on there. Here's how I'm going to do it. Watch carefully. just generously put that salt on your cauliflower. And you want to put a little more than you would normally do it. Pink salt is better than than that iodine salt. Iodized salt is healthier for you. But you know, honestly, salt is just salt. But you're gonna want to put a generous amount because you're gonna lose about 30% of your salt in the cooking process. 30% of your seasonings is lost in the cooking process, okay? Look at that, that looks so good. Flip it over. Do it again on the other side, okay? It's okay. Be generous. Yes, 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 salt. And of course, we want pepper. This is gonna make a great crust once we pan sear this. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Generously put that on there. Be careful you don't break your cauliflower. Look at that. You see that, everybody? That looks so good. Mmm. Okay. Now you want some extra flavor? Add some rosemary. Rosemary tastes good, smells good, and it's a good herb. What you're gonna do is crush this rosemary up in your hand. Just kind of crush it, just like that. This is gonna allow the flavors to release out of the rosemary. Oh yeah. And you're just gonna sprinkle it onto your cauliflower. See that? Just like that. Be generous. Put a lot on there. Put all that on there, okay? Flip it over. Do the same thing on the other side. This is why you put a generous amount, because during your seasoning process, you're losing about 30% of your seasonings. Just like so. There you go. Look at that. Get all that on there. Yes, yes. Now there's two ways to do this, all right? You can put this on a baking sheet and bake it, or you can put it on in your steel iron or your cast iron skillet or a skillet. And either way, what we're gonna do is we're putting it into the cast iron skillet, my friends, and it's already seasoned. Yes, yes. All right, stay tuned. All right, everything is getting ready. So this would be a good time for us to start our sauce. We're doing all this at the same time, okay? Sauce pot. I want you to grab your Grey Poupon. You could also use spicy mustard. Don't use the regular mustard because you want your sauce to have some kind of flavor. You know what I'm saying? Regular mustard is good for hot dogs, not for cauliflower steak. You're gonna get about 3 tablespoons of your mustard. I'm using Grey Poupon, okay? 1, 2, and they could be heaping tablespoons. It doesn't have to be an exact measurement, but 2 and 3. All right, that is the beginning of our sauce. Put everything away, put the top back on, get it out the way. A little bit of horseradish comes a long way. This is gonna add flavor to your sauce. Now this sauce is gonna go on top of our cauliflower steak when we're done, okay? Somebody's asking me, do you have to warm the sauce up? No, this sauce, you don't. 1 tablespoon of horseradish is plenty, my friends. Unless you want more horseradish tasting, put more in, but I recommend 1. Then you're gonna put in some of this real maple syrup, minus the high fructose. You don't want that on there. High fructose corn syrup is not good, especially for those of us who are diabetics. Even if you're not diabetic, it's not good for you. Just use real sugar. 1 tablespoon. Okay, in you go. Ready? And a little bit of water, so 2 tablespoons of water is good, right? 1. You watching that? And maybe a little bit more. Just a teeny bit, not another tablespoon. Half a tablespoon is good. Get that in there, get that around. Put that off to the side. Grab yourself a fork and just stir that sauce around. Just stir that sauce. You can stir it. See that? I bet you didn't realize how easy it was to make sauce, right? Lots of ways to make a sauce or gravy. Look at that. You want that sauce consistency. That's what you want. Let's give it a taste. Oh, that's gonna be really good. Oh my goodness. And you see why we put water in it, right? Because you want to give it that sauce consistency. You can also put this over the stove, put a little bit of sugar in there. Keep stirring it, it will get thicker. You can add coconut cream also. Coconut cream is a great idea if you're trying to be non-dairy. All right, the sauce is done, my friend. All right, we'll save that for the end. Stay tuned. Okay, friends, our potatoes have been cooking for 10 minutes. We're gonna give the potatoes another 5 minutes, okay? We're already 16 minutes into this video. But listen, we're doing this in real time, but I am pausing it so you don't have to see all the long process. Potatoes are cooking. Look at that. Nice and steamy. All right, as soon as they're done, I'll get back to you. We'll mix those up, make them creamy or rustic. I'll get back to you. Stay tuned, we got more to come. All right, my friends, the potatoes are done. 15 minutes is plenty time. Now, here's what we're going to do. You're going to use some of your potato juice, water, right? Pour it into a container. I'm using this container right here. Just like so. You don't need much, right? You have the option of using your Ninja to make your potatoes creamy, but we're not doing that. I'm going to just pour this water out. I'll be right back. That can go. Goodbye. Right? Just like so. And we are going to use our fork from the sauce. We're going to mash these, right? Just mash these, right? Watch me. You know how to mash potatoes. Give them a good mash. Give them a really good mash. Right? Now, we're making this vegan, but any ingredient that I use, you can also make the regular way. We're going to put sour cream into this mashed potato, right? And butter. Let me show you what this is going to look like. That's going to look really good. Creamy mashed potatoes are the best. I'm looking for my butter. Okay. I went out and I bought this Land O'Lakes plant-based butter. You can't tell the difference, y'all. I'm telling you right now. You're gonna put a nice heaping helping of this butter in your potatoes. Plant-based. Oops. Totally melts like regular butter. That's the good thing. You gotta find a good plant-based product if you wanna cook healthy and plant-based. See that? Now let's just watch that butter disappear. You can use this butter to make a roux, like if you're making mac and cheese, if you're making a gravy. Look at that. Oh, look at that. You see how that's disappearing? That's melting like real butter. It's plant-based. You can't tell the difference, people. I also left the skin on for the mashed potatoes because I like skin on my mashed potatoes. Right? More butter. In fact, we're gonna use all of that because I have another one in there. All right. Now this is a good point where you can want to season a little bit of Himalayan sea salt or regular sea salt, pink sea salt, whatever. There's grape infused, all kinds of salt. Okay. Some of you don't have to use salt. You can use Mrs. Dash if you want to. It's up to you. All right. A little bit of pepper. Yes. And our cream cheese. What I have here is Treeline brand, vegan, gluten-free, lactose-free, chive and onion cream cheese. Right? Put a bit of that in there, just like that. Oh, a bit more. How much do you put in there? About 2 tablespoons or so. That's all you need. Mix that up. Okay? Mix that up. Now, if you did this in your Ninja Bullet, it would take you literally 2 seconds and it's done. Right? But I don't ever believe that potatoes should ever be mixed in a blender or a NutriBullet. That's just me. I'm a chef. That's what I do. Now, if you want these to be creamy, you know what you can use, right? Use some milk. Or if you're like me and you're making it vegan, how about some coconut cream with almond, huh? Yes, watch this. This is going to blow your mind, okay? And it goes just a little bit. Look at that. Mix that around. It's gonna give your, oh, and that smells so good. It's gonna give your potatoes a nice consistency. We're at 21 minutes in, y'all. Take notes. We're in real time here. We just made our potatoes in real time. Stand by a second. Now, while I'm doing this, you need to get your pan, your pot ready for your cauliflower, or your pan. We're going to pan sear it. Now look at that. Look at these mashed potatoes. A little bit more gravy. A little bit more black pepper, I'm sorry. Right? Let's throw some chive in there. Let's do some chives right now. You can do fresh chives or you can do dry chives. It's up to you. They're still gonna taste good. Okay? Look at that. Just mix that around. And if it's not creamy enough, you want it more creamy, just add a little bit more of your plant base, of your coconut cream. Just either coconut cream or coconut cream with almond. Either way, it's good. Flavor is just as good, healthier. Who says that vegans and vegetarians can't eat well? Right? Look at that. Oh my goodness. Mashed potatoes. Right? Look at that. Let's give it a taste. Oh my goodness. That's done. I'm putting more seasoning in mine because I like pepper on my mashed potatoes. I even like paprika. Oh, I'm sorry. You do have this juice, remember? Right? So we need to put some of that in there. About a tablespoon of that. Yes, and that's all the natural juices that came from the potato. Yes, look at that. Giving it more of that consistency that you want. Okay. A little bit more. I know, potatoes take work. It's not, you just don't make them quick and be done. If you want them to taste good, you gotta put some work into it. Okay? All right, these potatoes are done. Now we're going to sear our cauliflower steak. Sauce is done, and we're going to sear all this stuff and then plate, okay? Oh my goodness. That is so good, people. All right, my friends, now we're going to sear our cauliflower steak. But let's make sure we get that searing sound that we need. Take a sample of your cauliflower, right? And just drop it in. You hear that? That's the sound you want. And that's what you want to see when you're making your cauliflower steak, all right? Take that out. And you see that crust? See that? How crusty it is? That color? That's good. Let's eat that. Yummy. Okay. Here we go. Cauliflower steak. Mmm. Press that down. All right, we're gonna let that cook for a few minutes. How many minutes, you ask? We can do like maybe 3 minutes on each side. Okay? Don't go anywhere. Yes, our cauliflower steak is coming along nicely. You see that? You see what you're creating here, guys? You're making healthy dishes. Very healthy food. Look at that. I want to see what's underneath it. Oh yeah. Alright, now it's time to flip. Alright, now this is the trick. Flipping is not easy. Doesn't matter if you're a chef or not. So you want to and this top is cold, so it's okay to put your hands on it. Over like that. And down. Look at that. See that color? Let's take a closer look at that. Oh my goodness, look at your cauliflower steak. You can even let that cook a little bit longer. Right? Now the oil that I use is olive oil. Some of you are asking, I can hear the questions. Olive oil. Don't use canola, but you can. I mean, canola's okay. Olive oil, peanut oil, soybean oil. It's all good. We didn't use a lot of oil. Now we need to baste that, right? How many of you have seen chefs baste their steaks? You do the same thing. Tilt your pan, get your spoon, kind of baste it. That's going to cook the top also. Alright? Doesn't have to be fancy. Just, you know, if you're a chef, then you're going to do stuff like that. But you know what? That's alright. You can just do just like so. Get those ends nice and brown. Remember, you can also bake it. It will do the exact same thing. Give it a nice color. Alright. We're at 27 minutes.